Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I greet you all according to your time and locations you'll be meeting this video. Yes, my dear viewers, I am back again with another update. So guys, I have a video here I would like we all to watch. But before then, if you're meeting my channel for the very first time, you are highly welcome. Please kindly do well to like, share and subscribe. Leave your thought on the comment section. Let us know what you think about this video, and I will see you towards the end.
Presidential Campaign Council, and is also the Lagos State Coordinator, Atikokoa Presidential Campaign Support Group. Thank you for joining us this morning. Well, you've heard a lot, but your personal initial thoughts, with the president's speech of 7 p.m. yesterday.
I'm glad the president focused on the economy, because that is what drives the country. And the speech was colorless, uninspiring, unimaginative, unfortunately, to some extent also dishonest. Let me tell you something very simple. This subsidy removal is creating so much havoc in the economy that is going to drive us into a recession. What the Chinese say is this. You learn from the philosophy of ancient cultures. The Chinese say if you want to build your economy, you build roads. All right? That means people have to be able to move. The buyer must be able to get to the point of buying. The seller must be able to get to the point of sale. Therefore, they must be able to communicate and they must be able to move. Now, with this removal of oil subsidy, we have seen what is going on in Nigeria. No movement, right? It took me almost 2 hours to find a Uber to come here from Yaba. They didn't want to come. They're afraid that if they get caught up in the holdup, the cost of transportation, the cost of petrol is so high now. So it's disrupting every aspect of the economy. Therefore, no matter what we say and what we do, we have to address that issue. Removing subsidy, you are curbing one type of corruption, right? As they said, marketers. Now, where the problem is in Nigeria's economy, it's not just subsidy. All the agencies that collect for the government, they should remit money to the Federation account, NNPC, NIMASA, FIRS.
Well,
they have not been doing it. So, an inefficiency, corruption in the system is where the money is.
Well, we know that all of these issues that you've raised,
yes,
significant as they are, they predate. I mean, they go as far back as even 1999. If for those who would want to look back far back.
That is in every society.
I'm just saying,
even predates that.
I'm just saying. But when you talked about the subsidy, your presidential candidate also said he was going to remove the subsidy. So this situation of subsidy removal would have happened anyway.
No, we don't know. Let us say Atiku said he's going to remove subsidy. If he came,
are you saying that he didn't say it?
If he removed, no, he did. If he removed subsidy the way Tinubu did, we'll have the same problems. Therefore, it's a question of method and approach. What we're saying is, you cannot hold Atiku or anybody accountable now.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. Everyone said that. But then there are those who have also argued, my apologies, yes, Dr. Pierce, there are those who have also argued that there is no way we would look at this same issue so long as, we've depended on the subsidy regime that some people say doesn't exist for so long. There is no way that removing this subsidy will not generate the kind of, or rather, a similar kind of reaction that it is generating.
It depends on how you remove the subsidy.
How should it have been done? It depends
on the plan you have in place.
How should it have been
somebody just said it from Abuja.
Okay.
In the first place, subsidy had been removed by Buhari to some extent. Therefore, where we were already paying a high price for petrol, already 200 naira per liter almost. That was enough. So President Tinubu announcing it in the cavalier manner he did is what caused the inflation. Therefore, it shouldn't have been. Now, let me tell you something about subsidy.
Did you really read the speech?
The inflation had held sway before the president came to power, Dr. Pierce.
What inflation?
Inflation in the economy. Before he came to power,
wait,
pushing the 20% mark.
Before Tinubu came into power, how much was a liter of oil? 200. He came in, made the announcement, it went to 450. And then on and on. Now we are at 600 plus. So that's wrong. Inflation came when Tinubu came and made that announcement. Now let me tell you something about subsidy. Everybody keeps saying we must remove subsidy.
Right to say it exacerbated the inflation, but inflation had been there before he came to power.
Look, all we are saying is that our lives have become more difficult. Everything has become more expensive. There is always a challenge in every society. If you sold a liter of petrol for 60 naira, people will still say it's high. It will be high for some people.
Okay.
But now when you bring it to this level, we have a serious problem. Let me tell you something about subsidy. People keep saying you must remove subsidy. We are paying too much for subsidy. Look, every country that develops must subsidize what will engineer the economy. Petrol, if it's not available, it will kill the economy. I'm saying it now. In every country, just about 4 months ago, they had a problem with petrol price in America. The presidency had to intervene to keep the price low, because without, it is what fuels the economy. That's what I said the Chinese say. You want to develop your economy, you must build roads, you must make transportation available. Now, every aspect of life must be subsidized. In developed countries, you subsidize health, you subsidize transportation, you subsidize education.
You don't think that the interventions, the propositions of the federal government in terms of subsidizing transportation is enough? You don't think it is something
significant? You mean what Tinubu is saying now?
Yes. You don't think it is something?
If he does it, fine. Okay. Somebody has also said it, that they make these promises and there's nothing in place to show that it will happen. Now, let me tell you something about this speech. A lot of spending. A lot of, we'll give money to this, we'll give money to that. Where is he going to get 500 acres to give to farmers when governors control the land? Number one. Number two, you are spending money, where is he going to get all this money? He has not talked in this speech on how to develop the economy. He shows he's just a bookkeeper. He's an accountant.
But
he's not an economist. How do you develop the economy? Let me tell you, in the short run, this is what you do. You go to where the leakages are to collect your money. All these millions that should be gone into the Federation account that have not gone there, you must recoup them. You cannot just be taking money, saving money. You must be making money. What Tinubu has done now is, with this all subsidy, is to try to save some money. And then he keeps spending. All these things he's saying he's going to do, where is he going to get the money? If you don't collect the money that is owed the government already, FIRS, NIMASA, MPC, all of them, Post Authority, the money must come in.
You don't think
not talking about that.
You don't think it's also just a second. You don't think it's also significant that the president said that so far we've saved 1 trillion naira from subsidy that was going to the elite of the elites, and
let me tell you
just talked about
that is another misconception. It is not the elite that is suffering now. The subsidy was not okay. You stop the elite from taking money. Which money? The money they were taking was being spent on subsidy, which was helping the ordinary masses to survive and booming the economy. This is total rubbish. It's a big error. And you will see as we go along, this is going to create a recession in this economy. Already we have a recession. Do you know that? When you don't see movement on the road, when you don't see transactions going on, when oil consumption now has gone to 28% below what it was when he took office, we have a problem. We have a 20% deficit in our economy already. and it's going to get worse. In the long run, how do you raise money? We have to increase our revenue source in Nigeria. Tinubu is not saying about that. You know how in the short run you collect monies? 20,000 properties built by the federal government. For about 10 years now, nobody's collecting ground rent. It's 6 trillion naira. 6 trillion naira owed to the federal government. That's where the money is. Don't go and take money. You're balancing your budget on the back of poor people. And not only poor people. You see, this subsidy removal is affecting 80% of Nigerians. You know why? What's the percentage of people in this your establishment that make 200,000 naira or more a year? Think about it. If you're not making 200,000 a year, you are suffering like hell in Nigeria.
So guys, thank you so much for watching. What do you think about this video? Please kindly drop your thought on the comment section. I'll see you again in my next one. Bye for now.